I have been looking at one pattern, what really like, getting into a phase. Like I had this pattern like all majority of my life, but that's really just, like getting into attention. The need, the urge to share about my experiences, my achievements. So I was looking at that, like what is behind this? Because there's obviously something is there, like why I'm doing that. So I came across with three things. One is I'm looking for external validation. So I need to hear people tell me, like, yes, you are doing great. And, like, yes, like that's very well and all that, like you're a good girl, Anna. You get another thing what I have realized there is like I need to hear someone confirms like an approval that what I'm actually experiencing is the way it is. And I was looking at that and I was thinking, like possibly some stage in childhood when I was feeling one thing and I was reaching out, I was told by someone, no, what you're feeling is not right. You're feeling this. So, like I kind of lost a trust into my own what feels like. Technically I know what I feel, I know what it is, I know what's going on here, I know what's going on in the body, and I know what I need, but just this like a lack of trust in my own and standing like firmly in my own. So I was walking today and I was just looking, I'm actually asking for a permission to feel the way I'm feeling. The way I'm feeling, is that okay? Is that okay? Am I allowed to feel this way? That's, and then another thing, I like to get the feedback from people. So I can, like reflect to myself and just like, oh, maybe there is something what I'm not noticing. Because sometimes there is what other people see, it's completely different how I perceive myself. And I like when people saying that because it like things what I don't notice. Like I was chatting to a lady at work today and I said like, my sister, she pointed to me like, I have very analytical mind. And but like I'm just going there. She said, like even when you're saying that, you just go like this, like you're rejecting yourself. So and I was looking at some patterns, and I think that is very colorated, if I'm pronouncing it right. Anyway, I have this tendency to be very loud and expressive and like too much and like force myself on people, like demanding attention. And same time, I'm very afraid, like I can see that is pushing people away. So I'm kind of minimizing myself. So I'm kind of in the conflict with myself. I want one thing, I'm pushing it out, and then I'm pushing it down. It's like gas and brake, and that's just like all here.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, yesterday I was watching your latest video with 3 continents, and where Kathy was talking about standing in barista, and then he said, like sometimes we need to allow the story to come up. And it's actually what was needed at that moment. Everything what I tried to suppress and just keep down because, like story not supposed to be there. It all came up and it was just such a release.
Yeah.
And then later on, I was sitting and I just like, okay, sensations here, just staying with sensation, the touching thoughts, but they are just stories, they're just stories. And like next thing I see, like saying this, it was like instantly squeeze here. And that only one word came up, dismissed. So, like I'm not allowing myself to be seen and heard, and I'm dismissing. And that's exactly what I'm doing to myself. And that's exactly what I'm, like reaching out to get at. So it's just like so much conflict.
I completely hear what you're describing is what is that called? An adult child of gaslighting.
Oh,
I think it's called.
gaslighting, yes.
Because when we're children, we have no boundaries. our boundaries need to be taught. And so we are like completely open, and we are constantly looking at our parents to kind of find out where our own boundaries are, what is okay, what isn't okay, but also what our experience is. So, for example, we can take some broccoli in our mouth and go like, oh, like that, we don't like it. And the parents go like, no, you like it. You like it. Have some more. And you go like, oh, you don't like it. And they go like, but it's good for you. Think of all the hungry people in starving people in Africa. You eat your broccoli. It's good for you. It's good for you. You like it. You like it. That is enough for a child to go like, oh, so this is me liking. Okay. Whoa, this is me liking. Okay. So we create, clearly we've been gaslit. We have a very clear experience of this is not okay. I don't like this. But we are being told that we like it. And then we get confused, and we start to go like, oh, when I'm with that person, oh, I must like them because it's the broccoli experience. It's also, I usually use an example of like, you don't want to wear the red shoes because the red shoes are hurting your feet. Your parents are telling you you have to wear the red shoes and you're going to have fun anyway. You go off, you're wearing the red shoes, and obviously you're going to have fun and laugh at some point because you're a kid. When you come home, the parents are going to say, do you see how much fun you had? You're happy in the red shoes. And then you start to doubt, okay, so I'm happy, but it felt like it's not comfortable. And then we get confused. We don't know where our boundaries are. We're not mature enough to know that we can have discomfort in our feet, hate the red shoes, and laugh and have fun with all the other kids. We're not aware that that is actually possible because we're not mature enough to know that. But that is enough for our innermost, like little kernel of sense of self, to the boundaries into that being completely dissolved. So what we need to do is to start to build the boundaries, start to have a solid sense of self. This is me. I need you to laugh at my joke so I feel validated. So I'm going to tell you a joke now. You have to laugh. Okay, that's a deal you and I make. I tell you a joke, you laugh, and I feel, okay, that felt good. Next time, I'm not going to tell you to laugh. I'm just going to see what happens. But we need to build ourselves up as if we're children. We need to reparent ourselves. So you need to be really aware of what feels right, body yes, what does not feel right, a body no. And it helps you a lot to know that you have very physical reactions to a body no. You get clammy hands. Your body language is pulling away. You will look away. You will start to deflect with your thoughts. There are lots and lots of signs that are showing that the body goes, nope, don't want to do that. If you can get over yourself and kind of notice that, then you can go in through the back door. You know what I mean? Oh, that's crazy. I got clammy hands. I'm pulling away. I can't feel that I don't want this. I think I want this because it's a really good idea. But I notice that my body is saying no. Okay, I'm going to respect the body. If you think back of your life with previous partners, with horrible decisions you have made, with all of the things in your entire life, you can think back, and you, in every single instance, you have had a very clear feeling of a crossroad because your body told you something, but you told your body that that is not relevant. He's a good guy. That's not relevant. It's a good job. It pays well. You know? So
100%.
think back on all those things, and then you will see that it doesn't really matter that you were gaslit as a child. It doesn't really matter because you can reparent yourself now. Your body has told you all along that you hate the red shoes, that you do not like broccoli, and that job is the worst job on the planet. Your body told you all along. So it's just about you pulling up, looking at it from above, and notice what is the body actually telling you in the situation, and trust that.
I call it like inner wisdom, inner voice. It's
Yeah.
like, you know without knowing. You know, but you don't know how you know.
Yeah. It's because the body knows and the frontal lobe has not picked up on it yet.
And I have like there a lot, exactly as you're saying. There have been cases, like when I know I shouldn't do it, but I still doing it. And I shout this speaking, no, 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 shush. Because
And
I want it. There is something
and
I'm beating there.
yeah, but at that you're just gaslighting yourself. You're just maintaining what you were taught. And that is where the reparenting needs to happen, that you're not gaslighting yourself anymore. You're going like, okay, I understand. It's super attractive. It's a great job. It looks great on the paper, but how does it feel in the stomach? I don't want to do it. Okay, that's enough for me. We're not going. So it's about
It's,
reparenting yourself.
yeah. I see like with some stories, like because it just seems like I need to talk, even like to hear myself. Like even now I say this, I can feel instantly here. There's just this need to talk, need to express myself because I've been shut down, like
Well,
all the
then do
time.
that.
Even when I was sitting now waiting, I can say I'm the last one in the queue, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not good, I'm not going to be heard. Like, she's not going to have a time for me. I will be dismissed and all this, just panic start race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But then let the reparenting happen. Calm yourself down. Okay, if they're not letting me be heard, if they don't have time, if they're closing the doors and saying just before it's your time and they go like, so sorry, Anna, bye bye. It's fine. I'm going to be here with you. All your disappointments, you're going to tell me. We're going to write about them. We're going to make poem. We're going to dance a color. We're going to do all of that to get it out. And I'm going to be here with you when it happens.
So
It's about that
basically,
reparenting, knowing that you got you in your court.
so when some stories come up, just allows them to come up and just speak, like have that inner dialogue. That's what I.
But don't trust it. Just allow
Uh-huh.
it. It's a child that needs to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Allow the child to be heard, but also be the voice of reason. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's what
if
I've been
if they're
doing, like.
if they're not letting me speak, I'm never ever gonna come back. Oh, calm down, calm down. So far, you have not been dismissed yet. Let's see what happens when we get there. And when we get there, if they dismiss you, we take it from there. So you reparent yourself. You don't believe the thought because the child is believing the thought. The adult has the overview and knows better, going with the body. Okay, breathe. Can you be in a body? Just like Janine did. No, I can't. Okay, it's fine. Can you be with not being able to be in a body? Yeah.
Because that's what I've been doing, in the last couple of days because something happened. And so I just like, okay, because I see like shoveling down, detaching story. It's just like too much. So I'm allowing all that speaking to come up and I'm questioning everything, like what she's saying, like, oh, she's doing this and that to me. Like, is that really true? Or is that is just your interpretation?
Yes.
Do you know that exactly what is, or you're seeing that is happening? Just like this, just questioning every
Yeah.
assumption is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so even if we didn't have time and we didn't get to you, recognizing if that voice said, "Oh, it's about me," and they didn't want to talk to me, whatever, recognize it. No, no, there's just a time limit, and it had nothing to do with me, and it's that sort of
But
yeah.
allow the voice.
Well, but that's it.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
But then,
Allow the voice. I
exactly.
hear that you're disappointed. I hear that you're sad.
Yeah.
I hear that you think this is about you. Could we look at it from a bigger picture? So you allow the voice to be there. You're not gaslighting, going, you love the red shoes and broccoli. You allow the voice to be there, but you are the adult in the room.
Mm-hmm. It's basically the same, like if my youngest one comes to me and start to complain about something happens at school, you just listen to him, allow him to express himself, and same time, like navigate him like from not like that, no, this is this way, that way, but just like maybe she's saying because of that, and maybe they are doing because of that, like.
Yeah,
And
but also allowing him, when he comes like, and when that was so unfair, I never ever ever get to say what I want to say. Then allow him to be sad. Do not gaslight him, going like, I completely understand. I remember when it was like that. I experienced that in school too. I hate that. Are you okay? And then he can cry or be angry or anything, and then you let him be that. And when he's done, you can say, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to see how we could, if he want to talk about it, do you want to look at it differently? But really allow all of it to be there, so you acknowledge his experience, because that is what you didn't experience. So allow him, allow his experience, allow whatever he perceives as reality before you tell him that it's not how it is.
How do I stop reaching out to people
Why,
for external
well,
validation?
yeah, but why stop it? Why not notice what it is, what the underlying belief is about? Because
Because
if
I
you
feel
stop
like
it, you're missing out on it.
I'm feeling like I'm needy and I'm too forceful.
What's wrong with being needy and forceful?
And it's, like you're too much, you're a burden. You're
What's
too
wrong?
much on people.
Yeah, what's wrong with being too much?
Will be rejected. Get away.
So what's wrong with being rejected?
Oh, that is extremely hurtful. This is this this no, not rejection. No, anything, just not rejection.
There we go.
Because
There we
I
go.
was thinking about this recently. I actually realized that's also collecting places. I don't know what does that mean to be loved, but I know how hurtful rejection is. So you don't need to love me, just don't reject me. I will do anything. I will be as quiet as possible, as less needy, as little as, like I will do everything. I will take full care of myself. You will not hear me, you will not see me. Just don't reject me, please. Don't
Do you,
reject me. I will accept the
Anna?
shittiest treatment.
But Anna, do you see how much you are rejecting you?
Yes,
Do you
yes,
see how much
exactly.
that what you whenever you're trying to play it small, you are rejecting you. So
Yes.
no matter how much they love you, you're still being rejected.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm shutting down myself,
Yes.
not
Yes.
allowing myself to take space because I'm fearing to be rejected. I'm rejecting myself simultaneously. So how do I stop? That's like running on the loop.
Yeah, but it's about loving everything about you. It's about loving yourself so much that when other people reject you, it's fine because you're already loved. It's got nothing to do with you. When people are rejecting you, they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting parts about themselves. And you're the one that is judging Anna to be too much and too loud. They haven't done that.
Mhm.
You are. So it starts with the self-love. It starts about you acknowledging that you are too loud.
Mhm.
You are taking up a lot of space.
Mhm.
Can you be in a body where you are loud and where you're taking up a lot of space?
Oh, I'm coming back with that. Oh my gosh. Oh God. Oh my God. It comes back again to that I'm fearing people are annoyed with me.
Yeah.
That's what.
It's always ever one thing. It's always one thing. We always come back to the same thing because that underlying belief is just, it's in every area.
Because if I take too much space, they're going to get irritated, they're going to get annoyed, they go anger. And I can't deal with their anger because that is just too, no, just not anything, just not their anger or annoyance. Because that is just like a life threatening.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So just tell me I am a good girl, like I'm allowed to be here. I'll shovel down myself, but just allow me to be here. Just allow me a little tiny space.
Can you allow yourself to be here? Can you allow
Hmm.
yourself not to shoveling yourself down, but allow yourself to be here? Because you need to set people free, Anna. You need to set people free to be in the world the way that they are. And if they want to reject you or be angry, allow them to be rejectful and angry. It's not about you. You need to set people free, and you can only do that by setting you free. So can you be in a body where you're taking up too much space and you're way too loud and you're angry and judgmental, and you need to enter every single room of that house?
Yeah.
You want to add something?
That was really, really good. I don't think, yeah, I think it's superfluous at this point.
Yeah.
What you said.
What she said. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.